Welcome students. Today's class we are going to see about literals, the same chapter 9, that is Introduction to C++. Last class we have seen the literals and its classification, numeric constants, non-numeric constants, numeric constants as earlier we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss about non-numeric constants. First we will see about Boolean constant. Constants are also called as literals, that is Boolean literal. Boolean means it returns either true or false. True means value 1, false means the value will be 0. Next, character constant. A single character which is enclosed with a single quotes, that is called as character constant. Here they have given an valid character constant and invalid character constant. Valid means a single character that is enclosed with single quotes, that is capital A, either 2 or dollar, whatever it may be. So it is valid. Next example, they have given a single character capital A, but it is enclosed with the double quotes. It is an invalid character constant. Next we will see about escape sequence. Escape sequence means it is a non-printable character. This non-printable characters are also called as non-graphic characters. These escape sequences are represented by backslash with a single character. They have given many escape sequence which we are using in C++. Backslash A, it is for hearing a bell sound. These escape sequence can be used in the C++ program. Backslash B, it is for backspace, and F for form feed and new line for N, and carriage return we can use small r, and for horizontal tab small t and vertical tab small v. And backslash, as usual, backslash we have to use single quotes and double quotes and question marks, and for octal number we can use capital O, and for hexadecimal number we can use X, H, N, and for null 0 will be used. In front of all the characters we should be use escape sequences, that is backslash. Each letter should be prefixed with escape sequence, that is backslash. Next let us see about the string literals. Strings means a sequence of character. A single character should be enclosed with a single quotes. Sequence of character, that is a string, it should be enclosed with double quotes. Each and every string should be enclosed with the double quotes. That string, if you are representing as welcome, at the end of each string, automatically by default backslash 0 will be added, that is null will be added. Then only the compiler will understand that it is a word. Here valid example and invalid examples has been given for the string literal. Valid example, that is every strings has been enclosed with the double quotes. Invalid example, welcome 1 2 3 4, everything is enclosed with the single quotes. If you are using single quotes means it should be a one character, that is character constant. If you are using double quotes, more than one character means that is a string literal. Next we are going to see about operators in C++. Here operators means symbols. In max you are representing all the thing, plus minus everything as sign or symbols. Here we are represent symbols as operators. Plus, minus, star, slash, everything will be called as operators. These operators we are using here is plus operator, minus operator, everything. For representing this operator, we are using operands. 5 plus 6. Plus is an operator. That 5 and 6 is an operand. That is another example it is given here. A minus B. A, B is an operand, minus is an operator. With the help of the operator, we are using operand to yield some value. That is A and B is an operand, minus is an operator. These operators has been classified into 3 types according to the number of operands. In this example, we have used 2 operand A, B. Some other example we have used 3 operands. In some other 1. So according to that, the operators are classified into unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator. Binary operator means it requires only 1 operand. Binary means 2 operands. Ternary means 3 operands. Example for unary operators: minus A. How many operands are there? A. Only 1 operand. So that is an unary operator. A minus B. 2 operands are used. So that is an binary operator. Ternary means A plus B slash C. So 3 operands here we are using. So that is an ternary operator. Again, this binary operator is classified into 5 categories. That is arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, and conditional operator. First, let us see about arithmetic operators. These operators are used to perform some arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operators are plus, minus, star, slash, and modulus. I think you all know about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Then what is meant by modulus? Modulus means it gives the remainder value. Look at the example here. In addition, 10 plus 5, we got 15. In subtraction, 10 minus 5, we got 5. Multiplication, 10 star 5, that is 10 into 5, we got 50. And for division, 10 slash 5 equal to 2. 10 divided by 2, the quotient will be 2. And next, modulus. 10 modulus 3, what will be the remainder? 1. So if you use modulus operator, it will gives the result as an remainder. Remainder will be the result of the modulus operator. Next, let us see, this is an important operator which we are using in C++. That is plus plus operator and minus minus operator. Plus plus operator is also called as increment operator, and minus minus operator is called as decrement operator. The plus plus operator adds the value 1 to the operand. Decrement operator subtracts 1 from the operand. Here example is given for the increment and decrement operator. These increment and decrement operator can be used as a prefix, that is x plus plus also we can use, plus plus x also we can use. That is post increment, pre-increment. Post increment means after the x plus plus will be there. Pre-increment means before x plus plus will be there. So 2 types of increment operators are there. But the result will be the same, that is x equal to x plus 1. 1 will be added to that particular variable. Next, decrement operator, it is also on post decrement and pre-decrement. Minus minus x means that is pre-decrement. X minus minus. At the end, if it minus minus is coming, means that is post decrement. But here the value will be subtracted. X equal to x minus 1. One value will be subtracted from the given variable. Next, relational operator. This relational operator will give the relationship between the 2 operands. Either it will give only the value as true or false, that is 0 or 1. 1 means true, 0 means false. Here example is given. The relational operators which we are using in C++ are greater than, less than, greater than equal, less than equal, equal to equal, and not equal. Here some of the examples which has been used for the combination with the 2 operand A and B. A greater than B, A less than B, A greater than equal to B, A less than equal to B, and A equal to B, and A not equal to B. So these are all the relational operators. Next we say about logical operator. This logical operator is used to evaluate the logical and relational expressions. These operators can be used as AND, OR, and NOT. For AND we are using the operator as double ampersand symbol, and for OR we are using the symbol as pipeline symbol, and for NOT we are using the operator as exclamation. So these operators will give the result if both the operands are true. If both the expressions are true, then it will give the result true, otherwise it returns false. In OR operator, if one expression is true, it will give the result true. Another one expression false also, no problem. And NOT, it will check the expression. If it is not equal, then it will give the result as 0. If it is not equal to means 1, if it is equal to means it gives the result as 0. So these are the logical operators. And next, assignment operator. Equal to the assignment operator, here one example is given, a equal 32. The value of a is 32. How can we say the a value is 32? By using in between a and 32, equal symbol is there. By this we are understanding the value of a is 32. So this is the assignment operator. Some of the assignment operator used in C++ are plus equal, minus equal, star equal, slash equal, modulus equal. That is addition assignment, subtraction assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment and modulus assignment. Let us see the first example. A equal to 10. C equal to A plus equal to 5. Plus equal to means, as I said, it will be added with one value, that is x equal to x plus 1. Here a plus equal to 5 means a equal to a plus 5. So C equal to a plus 5. Already a value is 10. Here 5 will be added. So 10 plus 5, 15. We got the answer 15. Next subtraction. A 10, C a minus equal to 5, that is 10 minus 5, we are getting answer 5. And star equal to a star equal to 5, that is a star 5. A value is 10. 10 into 5, 50. And 10 a slash equal to 5, that is a divided by 5. 10 divided by 5, we are getting the answer 2. And 10 modulus 5, we are getting the remainder, that is 0. So the output will be 0. So these are the assignment operators we are using in C++. Next, conditional operator. This is an ternary operator. This conditional operator is also called as ternary operator. Ternary operator means it contains 3 operands. This conditional operator is question mark colon. This is called conditional operator. Instead of using if-else statement, we can use this conditional operator. Next, precedence of operator. In lower class, we have studied about BODMAS. What is meant by BODMAS? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. In maths, you are using BODMAS to solve the expression. Here, we are using some order of precedence for solving the expression. This logical grouping is called as association. If an expression is given, that expression will be solved only by this order. First, you have to evaluate the parenthesis and then square bracket. Next, postfix increment and postfix decrement. And next, prefix increment and prefix decrement. And multiplication, division, modulus. After that only addition, subtraction. After that relational operators. And then equal, not equal, and logical and or. And then conditional operator. Next only you have to solve the assignment operator. And some shorthand operators and comma operators are also there. By this order only you have to evaluate the expression in C++. This is the order of precedence. As you are using in maths as BODMAS, here we should solve the expression only by using this order of precedence in C++. Next, let us see about punctuators. These punctuators which are used as a delimiter, these punctuators are also called as separators. Here curly braces has been used. This separator is used in the program beginning and ending of the code. One compound statement has been begun and ended with curly braces. One block of code will be given like that. Here I see the example. This is a simple C++ program. Int main, opening curly braces, and some set of statements are given, and finally one closing curly braces is used. Like this only we have to use the curly brace in the C++ program. Next, parenthesis. Here example is given for parenthesis, that is CLR, SCR of parenthesis, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis has been used. And square bracket For declaring the multidimensional array or single dimensional array, we will use square brackets. Array concept we will see later. And comma, this has been used for separating the expression, that is x equal to 10, comma, y equal to 20, comma, sum, like that. In this variable separation, we can use comma. Next, semicolon. Each and every statement of the C++ program should be terminated with semicolon. Look at the example. First line, that is int x equal to 10, y equal to 20, comma, sum, end semicolon. Next also, sum equal to x plus y, semicolon. Cout less than sum, semicolon. It also we are using semicolon. Colon, it is for some labeling statement, we can use colon, that is private colon. And comment. Two types of commands has been used, single line comment and multi-line comment. Comment means it will be ignored by the compiler. Whatever thing if you want to represent, you can give in a comment line. If suppose if you are one program you are writing, it doesn't know what type of program. In the first line you can mention to find the area of circle. In before line you can give double slash. It is a comment line, so the compiler will not show error on that line. So if you, here an example is given. Single line you can use double slash. For multi-line you can use slash star. At the end of the line you can use star slash. So in this example they have given star slash star. This is written by me to learn C++ star slash. So beginning and end of the line you have used slash star and star slash. In between the program to sum x and y, just we are giving hints here. For that purpose you can use double slash at the beginning of the program. Okay, in today's class we have discussed about the non-numeric constants and operators, unary, binary and ternary, and binary operator classification also we have discussed, arithmetic, relational operator, assignment operator, conditional operator, and also we have discussed about the punctuators which we are using in C++. Next class we will see about input and output statement. Thank you.